Hello MODX Africa! Thank you for allowing me to have a little talk on your meetup. I'm Gauke Pieter Sietzema and I'm a co-owner of Sterc and Heibel, which are both agencies who have been using MODX since the very start. I was invited to talk a little bit about why we chose MODX and have a little talk about how we use security and permissions. So we chose MODX I think it was around 2005-ish, because we were looking for a CMS which allows us to perform very well with search engine optimization. And one requirement for search engine optimization was and still is that you don't want to generate any code which you didn't write yourself. So a lot of CMSs actually generate a lot of code which you haven't written yourself, but it's still on the front end and you don't want that. So we found MODX, we started using it, and we never looked back really. So what's really nice is that we picked it for SEO purposes, but along the way we found out that MODX is very flexible in other parts as well. For example, we only show stuff to the client which they need. So if a client doesn't need a page title field, we just hide it. If a client requires a specific dashboard when he or she logs in, it gets its own dashboard. We can change resource panels. We can easily change everything in the user interface. So and just by clicking, it's just checkboxes and settings and no code required really. What's also really nice is that we can change the user interface by using the manager theme overrides. So for example, if you want to change the top bar in MODX 2, you just change one file in your theme and the rest of the theme is just included from the standard theme. That's also really nice. That's all manager interface, but on the front end of the website, so if a visitor comes to your website, well, we all know how flexible and MODX is with that and the creative freedom, but what a lot of people don't know is that it's really easy to create user groups in MODX and then assign a user group or multiple user groups to a specific page. So people can only visit a page if they are in a specific user group. So let's say you have a client-specific part of your website and you want clients to log in on the front end of your website, you can easily give them access to specific pages. So to showcase some of the customizations we did, I'll just show you some showcases. The first one I'll do is, it's called the brochure generator. It's still in MODX 2, which is still fine. And the other one is our skeleton demo, and the skeleton is the basis, the foundation of every website we create. And of course it's in MODX 3. So let's start with the brochure generator. What it does is it allows you to create content in a content tree with content blocks, and that work is for a content editor, and later on a content editor or a salesperson can combine all those pages into a brochure which can be sent to like a printing press. So I'll show you 3 user groups. They all log into the same environment, but they see a completely different manager. So I'll start off with the admin user. So it sees the resource tree right here, the elements tree, the files tree. It has its own dashboard, which is actually a redirect to a component. All the menu items are available and the settings are available, and that's the admin user. So let's see if I log out and I log in with the editor user. We see less items here. It's also in Dutch, by the way, but it's about what you see here. So there's no elements tree, there's no files tree, there's less items on the top bar, and we have a different dashboard right here. It only shows the content made by this editor. Then if I log out the editor user and go to the sales user, you'll see that there's completely no tree on the left anymore. It's gone. All possible using permissions. Because this specific user, the sales user, only has to do one thing, which is create brochures by clicking this new brochure button and just it gets an interface where it can only add pages to the brochure, and that's it. So we think it's really important that a user can only see what it is required to see to perform its tasks. Let's showcase MODX 3. So this is MODX 3, 3S in this case. We love it. Been using it since the project was finished in I think 2018, and we use it for all our clients. And the official release is also scheduled for February, which is really nice. So looking forward to use it. Let's see how this works. I'll log in with the admin user first, which should show us everything. So we see the dashboard with a nice greeting, and all the visitors, or all the widgets you can ask for are here. We see the document tree, the elements tree, and the files tree. We see a lot of items here, all the extras, everything is here, and the options right here. Well, if I log out with this user and log in with the client user, then you'll see a different login environment. So we have a different dashboard. We have no elements tree anymore, no more files tree, and less items in the sidebar. And if I click an item, you'll also see that we removed some items here. So it's very easy. We removed the summary here. We only left the intro text here and a title, and that's it. The rest is content blocks, which is great. There are some tools here. So this is the SEO suite, and which is added with a social tab, by the way, in a new version, which is really nice. And the last thing I want to show you is what I mentioned before, that on the front end of the website you can also limit access to certain pages. So I have the home page here, and it would be very useful, I guess, that it's available to everybody, so I won't change anything here. But let's say I have the team page, and I have a happy camper person here, and I think that's only available to clients or people who work at Sterc. And then I go to the resource groups tab, and here I see all the resource groups which are generated here. If you leave everything unchecked, as it is here, then everybody can view this page. But if I check, for example, the Sterc only resource group here and save it, then only people who are logged in on the front end and are in the Sterc only group are allowed to view that. It's that easy, really. So that's a short story about permissions, resource groups, access control list, whatever. It's a lot of stuff. If I want to explain all that, I would require more than the 5 or 10 minutes I'm talking now. It would require some hours, I guess. Feel free to ask me anything about it. I can tell you lots more about this. I'm also always on the MODX community Slack. You can also email me at gp@sterc.com. I hope you have a wonderful meetup and learn a lot of stuff. And I hope to meet you one day. Give me a call. Have a nice day.